Hey guys, my name is Caleb. I'm here with Vault of Midnight, and it is another version or another episode of Vault of Knowledge. Let me just get everything set up over here. If you have not played Vault of Knowledge before, hello and welcome. Thanks for coming by. Vault of Knowledge is simple. It is a live weekly digital trivia event that costs absolutely nothing to you guys and is a lot of fun, hopefully. We have already got a handful of folks joining us. I see Rock Robster, I see RPG Loser, I see Kyle27 Siba, Rock Robster, and Bonin and Squirrel the Cat are all here. Hello, gang. We are going out live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook Live, all under the Vault of Midnight tag. If you have any friends that you think might enjoy some nerdy trivia, go ahead and shoot that link their way. Give a nice little share. We are just about to get things started, so it is time to get everybody here. If you have not played before, it is very simple. All you need to do is this. Just watch. Just look at me. You're playing trivia now. Wasn't that fun? I'm going to ask questions throughout the game. You guys only have to type in your answer and hit enter in the comments. Yes, that does mean we are going to see everybody's comments, but that's okay because a lot of you are wrong some of the time, and that's just fun. We'll be able to copy off of the people who are right, make fun of the people who are wrong, but none of it matters because there is no prize, just the friends we made along the way. Am I right, folks? We've got a bunch of regulars joining us. We have got Jackie Bones. Hello, Jackie Bones, once again. Allison, my amazing, incredible, super talented, really cool wife, is joining us as well. Always love to see it. We have got Doomsday 4011 and the Sailor Kicks, as well as Sherry G33. That looks an awful lot like my mother-in-law. And over on Facebook and YouTube, we don't have anybody yet, or at least nobody has commented. I cannot see when you join on YouTube and on Facebook, so if you guys are watching and you want to get a shout out, just throw a comment down and let me know what your team name is. Let me know what I should be calling you as your answers roll in. Otherwise, I just have to go with whatever your username is. And sometimes that can get me in some hot water. All right, we are joined by Joe Book as well. Allison is confirming my mother-in-law is here. Hey, Sherry, how's it going? Everybody say hi, Sherry. So here is how the game works. If you have not played before, it is incredibly simple. There are 3 categories in the night. The first one is a multiple choice. Second one and third one are both visual components, but I will get to those when we get to those. All you need to know is that I'm going to say the question out loud to you. In order to answer, you simply type it in and hit enter on the comments. I only count the first answer you put in. So you can do fun answers, you can do silly answers, but do them after your core answer. And on the other side of things, if you're a little iffy about an answer, don't just try to be the first one in. There is no bonus to being the first one in, except for the ungoogleable question, but there is a penalty for getting it wrong, and that is that you don't get the point. So be careful. I accept the first answer and only the first answer you submit. Then at the end of the night, I will tally everything up and we will have ourselves a winner. Speaking of a winner, it is time we announce the winner of last week, which was, as I'm sure this will come to no surprise to a great number of you, it was the team 3 Hams Will Thrill Him, which is the combination RPG Loser and I Am McMaw. Both of them, one of the team members had the highest score, so the team wins. That's how it works, because there is really no prize. Sherry saying hello. Rob saying hello to Sherry. We've got Cashart. Hey, Cashart, thanks for joining us again. D-Dog Rules. Hey, you've been here before. D-Dog Rules, thanks for coming back by. And Animator with an H in it. It's a pretty solid name. We've got a solid group of folks in. I think it is just about time we got things started. Yep, we went over how to play. We went over that there is no winner, just the friends we made along the way. So, I think it's just about time that we get into it. Carly is joining us. Hello, Carly. Thank you so much for swinging by. I know you had a lot going on today, so I'm glad you took the time to at least help me pump up my numbers. I appreciate it. All right, gang. One more time for anybody who just joined us. Vault of Knowledge, free trivia. If you want to play, just type your answers in the comments and we are ready to go. That all being said, let's jump into it. Our first category of the night, as always, is multiverse choice, which means I'm going to give you 4 possible answers, A, B, C, or D, and you guys just need to tell me what the correct answer is. Even if you have no idea, you'll still have a 25% chance of getting this one right, so all hope is not lost. Now we've got Allison giving Rob a shout out right back, saying hi to Rob. Everyone say hi to Rob. Rob's the greatest. All right, gang, here we go. The first question is inspired by the most recent E3 panel for Nintendo. There was a great big announcement about Super Smash Bros. And the new character being added. And it reminded me that the character from which, or the game from which this character comes, I don't think has ever made an appearance on Vault of Knowledge. And it has a massive nerdy following. So I had to remedy that and throw in a fun Tekken question. Yes, it is a Tekken question. A 2-dimensional fighter game that is not Mortal Kombat, is not Injustice, is not Street Fighter, but is Tekken. I think I had Tekken 7 when I was a kid on like the PlayStation 1, and I had fun picking the great big wild people. But here we go. Rob is also saying hello to Carly, giving a shout out. All right, gang, here we go. Which of the following characters is not a real character in Tekken? That being said, I promise you, 3 of these names are real Tekken characters. It's going to be hard to believe, but here we go. Which of the following is not a Tekken character? Is it A, Slim Bob? Is it B, Brian Fury? C, Jackie Daytona? Or D, Tiger Jackson? Which of the following is not a real Tekken character? Once again, that's A, Slim Bob, B, Brian Fury, C, Jackie Daytona, or D, Tiger Jackson. Which of the following is not a real Tekken character? Go ahead and get your answers down. If you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, go ahead and throw it down into the comments, or YouTube, just type it in the comments and hit enter. We've got Jackie Bose already giving us an answer, guessing C. You've got a couple more people ringing in. Allison says Jackie Daytona with a lot of extra letters. Does anybody else have an answer? RPG Loser is also saying C. Hey, RPG Loser, where's McMog? Usually McMog pops up on either YouTube or Instagram, but I see no McMog tonight. Just making sure everything's okay. I know McMog would never miss trivia. Hey, we've got Defeater of the 7 Soldiers has joined us. Hello. We're playing some nerdy trivia. If you want to play, all you have to do is type your answer into the comments. I'll read that question one more time. Which of the following is not a Tekken character? A, Slim Bob, B, Brian Fury, C, Jackie Daytona, or D, Jackson Tiger, who I think is what Jackson Galaxy evolves into after he meets the Tiger King. All right, we have got VCDMA joining us. Hello, Dumont. The answer I was looking for, a handful of you got right. The correct answer was C, Jackie Daytona, because that is actually the alter ego of Laszlo's character in What We Do in the Shadows. You cannot recognize him. He is a completely different person. He puts a toothpick in his mouth and puts on some blue jeans and is unrecognizable. Jackie Daytona is the correct answer. C is the answer I was looking for question number 1. Anybody over on Instagram, sorry, not you guys on Instagram, you're perfect. Anybody on YouTube and Facebook, if you could, let me know how the reception's coming in. Let me know if it's good or bad, if it's potato quality, or if it's mashed potato quality, which is much better because mashed potatoes are delicious. We're trying a new thing tonight, as you guys know, and as a lot of you have seen from the very start. Vault of Knowledge is a very living thing, and I take feedback from you guys, and we try and make it a little bit better every single week that we're here. So If you're on YouTube or Facebook, please let me know how I'm coming through. Hopefully, it is considerably better than previously. All right. G-Dog rules. It's all right. It's cool. Jackie Daytona is a bit of a pull. Jackie Bones, best episode of What We Do in the Shadows. Jackie Bones, that's incorrect because every episode of What We Do in the Shadows is the best episode of What We Do in the Shadows. That show could do no wrong. All right. YouTube is better than last week. Thank you, RPG. I appreciate that, my friend. Better is all we can really hope for. All right. Question 2. In comics, in comic books, what time period, roughly, is referred to as the Bronze Age? In comics, what time period, roughly, is considered the Bronze Age? Is it A, 50s to 60s, B, 60s and 70s, C, 70s and 80s, or D, 80s to 90s? And actually, I wrote 80s to 900s, so I guess that's 80s on. Let's see what we've got. Hello, Aldo Rama. Thank you for joining us. We are playing some Vault of Knowledge nerdy trivia. If you want to compete, all you got to do is put your answers down in the comments, or over in the comments. I don't know how I look different places. All right, once again, 50, which is considered the Bronze Age of comics. There's the Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, Modern Age. Is it A, 50s and 60s, B, 60s and 70s, C, 70s and 80s, or D, 80s and 90s? We've got a couple answers coming in over on Instagram. We have RPG Loser saying C, Jackie Bones is saying A, Rock Rapture is saying B. Jackie Bones, by the way, Jackie Daytona is what I think of every single time I say your name. Always has been. So I'm glad you were actually here for the Jackie Daytona question. Rob is saying B, so we've got a C, an A, a B. We've got D-Dog Rule saying A, guessing 50s and 60s. One more time, your answers are, in comics, roughly what time period is considered the Bronze Age? The answers are A, 50s and 60s, B, 60s and 70s, C, 70s and 80s, or D, 80s and 90s. Looks like we've got JewShare09 joining us as well. Hey, how's it going? It's my dream that you share and all of the fun what happened nine times every fortnight. Is a fortnight 2.5 weeks or 2.5 months? I think it's weeks. So every 2.25 fortnights. All right, anyway, Jackie Bones, yes, I'm also glad you can inspire that. Once again, 50s, 60s, 60s, 70s, 70s, 80s, or 80s, 90s. The answer I was looking for was, once again, C, 70s and 80s. 50s and 60s, 70s, or 60s and 70s, no. 80s, 90s, no. 70s and 80s. I think it's 1970 to 1984. I think is the technical time frame. But I believe the determining factor is Crisis on Infinite Earths, and anything after that is Modern Age. So there you have it. Bronze Age is 70s and 80s. Nicely done to those that got it right, which I think was just RPG Loser, and yeah, looks like it might have just been RPG Loser. All right. Moving on to question 3, our third and final question of multiverse choice, which means after this, the training wheels are coming on. Final question in the category is as follows. Where did it go? Here we go. In Parks and Recreation, what is the name of the board game created by Ben when he's at home? This is kind of a board game question and a nerdy TV question. What is the name of the board game he creates? A. Oh, hello, Jay Hilarious. No, I got nothing for that. All right. A. Wheels of Devinstown. B. Prophecy of the Magi. C. Towers of Muspelheim. Or D. Cones of Dunshire. A, B, C, or D? Which is the correct answer? A. Wheels of Devinstown. B. Prophecy of the Magi. C. Towers of Muspelheim. D. Cones of Dunshire. We've got 2 D's over on the Instagram page. And nobody over on Facebook or YouTube. You guys are really missing out on Facebook and YouTube. The quality But I will also say, this might have something to do with it. I still have the banner up that said game show starting in a moment. So, whoops. The game show has started. We are well on our way. Yes, let's see. I love every other name you made up. Carly, I don't know to what you're referring. Every one of those is a real name, and all of them are the correct answer. Animator said D. D-Dog Rules says D, appropriately so. D-Dog wouldn't expect anything other than that. We've got a bunch of answers rolling in. Once again, Wheels of Devinstown, Prophecy of the Magi, Towers of Muspelheim, or Cones of Dunshire. Which is the correct answer? Going once, going twice. The answer I was looking for, every single person who answered got right. Cones of Dunshire. Cones of Dunshire is the correct answer. Nicely done. Moving on to my water bottle. Here's a nice note to everyone at home. If you can, drink some water. Get yourself hydrated. Hey, also, look at me. Unclench that jaw. Unfurrow that brow. Just relax. Just take a breath. You're here with me. There is no prize. There is no pressure. Which means there's no reason to look answers up. No reason to look answers up, right? No reason to cheat, right? So let's just have some fun. All right, speaking of, that brings us to one of my favorite parts of the night, which is the ungoogleable question. I know for a fact in my heart of hearts, I know deep down in my Jackie bones that none of you are looking up these answers. I know that because why would you? There's nothing at stake here. There's no reason you would need to look these answers up and just prove to other people that your internet is faster than theirs. I know you're not doing that. However, in case you are, in case there is a swiper out there swiping, I try to design a question every week that can't be Googled because I wrote it so weirdly. Either it is a connect this thing to this thing, or it's a bad description of something. Either way, whatever it is, ideally, the concept is that whatever I say, you cannot just type into Google, hit enter, and get an answer. This is to level the playing field, even for those out there who don't want to have fun. Here it is. It's all about the cones, Jackie Bones. They forget that. They think they get a little flashy, but they forget what it's all really about, and that's the cone. All right, here is your ungoogleable question for the night. This one is a bad description, which means I have vaguely described something, some movie, book series, TV show, condiment, brand of shoes, something. I've described something poorly, and you guys need to tell me what it is I'm describing, okay? This one has double points for first answer. First person to answer gets 2 points on this one. Here we go, gang. Yeah, Rob, I will say one of the main reasons I keep this question every week is because of how gall darn fun it is to say ungoogleable. Everyone do it at home. Ungoogleable. Ungoogleable. I don't care if you're on the bus with your headphones in. Ungoogleable. All right. We're going to bring the music down for this one. We're going to try and bring the music down for this one. Can you guys even hear the music? Is the music a good level? I don't even know. We're going to bring it down. All right. Pay attention. And remember, I can only accept the first answer you submit. Okay? So listen to the entire thing, even if you think you've got it. Here we go. A story about the oppressed masses being forced into labor. Music was that loud. Thank you, Jackie Bones. Always appreciate the feedback. All right. A story about the oppressed masses being forced into labor by the few elite until they are inspired by one brave soul among them to fight back, rebel, and seize the means of production back for the working people, with the help of some friendly circus folk. What is it, gang? One more time. A story about the oppressed masses being forced into labor by the elite few until they are inspired by one brave soul among them to fight back, rebel, and seize the means of production back for the working people, along with the help, along with some help from some kind circus folk. What is it? What am I describing? Is it a movie? Is it a TV show? What's the name of it, gang? Put it down in the comments. Double points for the first correct answer. A story about the oppressed masses being forced into labor by the few elite until they are inspired by one brave soul among them to fight back, rebel, and seize the means of production back from the working people for the working people with the help of some friendly circus folk. We've got two answers already down in the comments. The first answer is A Bug's Life. The second is Seven Samurai. D-Dog Rules says, oh man, yeah, gotta be Bug's Life. I don't know, is it? One final time. A story about the oppressed masses being forced into labor by the few elite until they are inspired by one brave soul among them to fight back, rebel, and seize the means of production back for the working people with the help of some friendly circus folk. Rob is saying Magnificent Seven, or is saying that the question is magnificent and guessing 7. Either way, unfortunately, I will say, Rob, not the answer I was looking for. The answer I was looking for, if everybody has guessed, still nobody over there, all right? That's totally fine. I don't need it. I just need you guys. Yes, if that's all the answers we're getting in. A story about the oppressed masses being forced into labor by a few elite until they are inspired by one great soul among them to fight back, rebel, and seize the means of production back from the working people with the help of some friendly circus folk. RPG says freaks. The answer I was looking for was A Bug's Life. Nicely done to Jackie Bones, who gets double points for being our first correct answer on that one. RPG also said Bug's Life. Also, D-Dog Rules said Bug's Life. Nicely done. It is really just a communist manifesto, that movie. Marxist as it can be. Bug's Life is about the grasshoppers forcing the ants to gather food for them, and Flick convincing everybody that they can actually fight back, and because there are hundreds and hundreds of them and dozens of grasshoppers, they can easily overthrow the proletariat. Nicely done to those that got that one right. Congratulations. Jackie Bones, Hunger Games, and he said circus folk. That's why I say make sure you listen all the way to the end, because that's when I'll throw in the little curveball. All right. That is it for our question answer. Now it's the fun visual category where I show you guys a bunch of fun stuff and you tell me what it is. If you're just joining us, if anybody has joined us since the game has started, welcome. Hello. Thank you for coming by to Vault of Knowledge. It's our live weekly trivia event. Does not cost a thing to play. If you're watching, you are signed up. If you want to compete, all you need to do is type your answer into the comments and hit enter. You are just in time for 2 of our visual categories. First, we are starting with Pintuition. Pintuition, or Pin It to Win It, or Pinteresting, or any number of bad names that I've come up with. But the category basically is I show you an enamel pin that we have for sale downstairs, plucked it right off of the shelf, and I show it to you, and you guys have to tell me who or what it is. Who do I want to start with? We'll start here. I'll tell you, before I swing around and show you guys, there are 2 answers I will accept for this one. The nickname will get you 1 point. The actual name will get you another point. So you could get up to 2 points for this question. Tell me the name of this character. Hang on. That was my helicopter sound. Hey, Voice of LMB, thanks for joining us again, my friend. All right, this is your character. 1 point for the nickname, 1 point for the actual name. Does anybody have what I am looking for? We'll throw it over to Facebook and YouTube, even though nobody's over there playing. All right, 1 point for nickname, 1 point for actual name. What have you got for me? We've got answers coming in. D-Dog Rules says Miles Power. Voice of LMB says Tails. I don't know. Could be, could not be. Who knows? It's anybody's guess, really. Pocket Buddies! Hey, what's up? All right, we're getting a lot of answers coming in. I will swing back around to the main course. Oh my God, we have, hey McMog, thanks for joining us. I put in all this effort to make the YouTube stream crisp and clean for you today, and you don't show up till Pinteresting, Inquisitive, Pintuition. All right, we've got some answers coming in. We have got my favorite already, Voice of LMB, Tails with Snails. Great answer. All right, we have got Jackie Bones said Tails the Fox. D-Dog says Miles Power. Voices of OMB says Tails. Voices of OMB says Tails the Snail. RPG says Tails, Miles Power. D-Dog rules. There's that typo correction. I got you. Don't worry. Pocket Buddy says Tails and Waza. Hello. It's kind of fun looking, whoever it is. Rock Lobster, you're right. They are kind of fun looking. McMog, YouTube stream looks good. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. The answer I was looking for, most of you got right. Nickname is Tails. If you said Tails, you got 1 point. If you said Miles Prower, you got another point. One of my favorite bad puns in media is that his name, he's from Sonic the Hedgehog. Miles' name is Miles per hour. Miles per hour. I think it's just, it just tickles me. Nicely done to those that got it right. Moving on to our second one. I will swing around to all of y'all. Yeah, Jackie Bones, I actually only found this out like 2 months ago. So I like sharing it with everybody. All right, gang. Next up, please name this character. If you're anything like me, you've got a 50-50 shot at getting this one right, because you can never keep track which one's purple, which one's blue. I have no problem with the other two. I have no problem remembering orange, because he's always been my favorite. And I have no problem remembering red, but I just can never keep apart blue and purple. Do you have any guesses? Does anybody know? We've got, thank you, Lauren. Appreciate it. Very helpful. Yeah, Jackie, that's the problem. That's the problem. D-Dog, that's what I'm saying. Is it that one? Is it the other one? Who knows? Yes, but what is the name of this turtle? We've got a bunch of answers coming in. D-Dog, Animator, Jackie Bones. Everyone has given us a guess. Did I see McMog has guessed as well? Did I see Miss Mario? Hey, I did see Miss Mario. Hey, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Good to have you back, my friend. And wasting no time, coming out swinging with answers. All right, here we go. RPG Loser and I McMog both said Leonardo. Lauren said the blue one. Thanks. Jackie Bones says Leonardo. Miss Maria also says Leonardo. D-Dog says Donatello. Animator says Leonardo. D-Dog seems to be backtracking a little bit. Miss Maria says Leo. He leads. Donatello does machines. Raphael is cool but crude. Michelangelo is a party dude. Miss Maria, do you have that tattooed on your body somewhere? It seems like that was very rogue. No. Yes. Leonardo. Blue-Leonardo. Blue-Leonardo. I got nothing. Leonardo is the answer I was looking for. Nicely done. Leonardo is the leader. But like I was saying, I have no problem remembering Michelangelo. He's always been my favorite. Could be because I'm the youngest and the goofball who eats pizza and reads comics, but whatever. Raphael, brooding, dark, scary red one, no problem remembering it, but I can never remember Leonardo and Donatello. I always get them mixed up. And I've been watching these movies since I was like 5 years old. I had the live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 where they go back in time to feudal Japan. So I've been watching these movies my entire life, the animated, the cartoon, the show, and I still can't tell them apart. So don't feel bad, everybody. Theme song tattooed in my head. Fair. All right, that makes sense. Oh, no, it was definitely blue. Definitely blue. You were right, McMod, no worries. All right. Yertle the Turtle, said Rock Rapster. Close. Unfortunately, not the right amphibian. Reptile? Amphibian. Reptile? Reptile. Wait, is it a reptile though? Yeah, it's a reptile. Or is it like a whale where there's a super specific subcategory for it? I don't know. Anyway, fun fact. Fun fact from I McMog, in the rap song over the end credits of the first live action movie, they incorrectly referred to Raphael as the leader. I like to imagine that's because they talked to Raph about the order. And they're like, hey, Rafi, so what's everybody's roles? And he's like, well, obviously, I'm the leader. That's how he talks. Lauren Said bruh. I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong. I've already forgotten all the bits I just did. Anyway, moving on to our third and final pin. This one, however, has only one correct answer.
Oh, Lord, you brought in the TMNT where they go back to feudal Japan?
All right.
What is the name? This is going to be the hardest one so far. What is the name of this character? Oh, reptile versus amphibian. Yeah, Lauren, that's fair. You have every right to draw that. It's reptile. It's obviously reptile. That's why you're saying reptile. It's so clearly reptile because it's obviously amphibian. It's a reptile. It's a reptile. Is it closer to a lizard or a frog? I don't know. All right, who is it? Who is it, gang? We'll get it over Instagram. You guys get to look at my palm. If you have any palm readers out there, let me know what's going on. Rock Cropster says Lois Lane, a solid guess. Once again, does anybody have any answers? RPG, Lauren, and Miss Mario are all answering. Rage Ghost has joined us as well. Miss Mario, yes, following on answer. Once again, let's get you over to YouTube and Facebook. Voice of LMB has got an answer as well. All right. Rock Roster says amphibians. That's what I'm going to go with.
I don't need to know that, so I'm McMaw guessing Evelyn from He-Man. We're getting a lot of answers over here. We have got, let's go back to the top. Lauren says Asami. So does Jackie Bones. Miss Maria says Cora's girlfriend. RPG saying Asami. I haven't seen Cora, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm very sorry. Voice of LMB says Anne Flux. Miss Maria says Gam. Yes. Rob Robster is saying amphibians. Animator says Asami. Can't make it out on YouTube says RPG. Well, too tough. The character from Evangelion, D-Dog Rules. The Three Storms Apothecary. Hello, thanks for joining us for another rousing round of Vault of Knowledge. Grego saying it's Asami. Miss Maria saying bruh. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, it's about knowledge. I know. So every time I watch all the way through Avatar, I will start Korra, but because I am a hipster and I was raised on Avatar, I get through like the first 3 episodes of Korra and I go, it's not Avatar. Sorry, it's not Avatar. It's just not Avatar. And so I stopped watching because I'm an idiot. I'm a fool. I know I need to look at it as its own thing that just continues the universe. I've heard amazing things about it. I love the concept of the competitive bending. Love the ideas. Just can't get myself to sit down and watch it. And I apologize for that. It is a fantastic show, I know. The answer, I know, everybody. I know. I can't compare it. It's apples and oranges, but why can't fruit be compared? Asami is the correct answer. Nicely done to those that got it right. And that is it for Pintuition. Pintuition is what I called it this week. Cross-Eye Comics. Hello. Thank you for joining us. We're just playing some live digital trivia. If you want to join, all you need to do is type your answer into the comments. All right, guys. Good news. M. Night Shyamalan's not the definitive Avatar of McMahon. So get out of here. McMahon, I will no longer be reading any of your answers. I hope it was worth it. All right, here we go, guys. Exciting stuff. You are here for the birth of a brand new category. What? Yeah, that's right. Jaboy has been thinking again. Jaboy sat down. He cracked into the old Noggin Palace, and he was like, how can I spice things up? How can I make it even more fun for everybody at home? And also, he thought to himself, we're out of figures, and I've shown you everything we have on the shelves right now that isn't obviously Batman or Wonder Woman. So I came up with a new category, and it's called Capiche? I don't know about that one. I also was going to call it Piecing It Together or something, but I landed on Capiche, like Capiche. Oof. Oh, just saying it, I feel weird. All right, but that's usually how I know it's good. Here's how it works. If you guys remember what's in the box, if you guys remember what's in the box, it's similar. What's in the box? I read the back panel to a board game, and you had to tell me what board game I was describing. Now, I have cracked into the box, and I'm showing you what is inside the box. It's Gwyneth Paltrow. No, I'll show you what's inside the box. I'm going to show you game pieces. I'm going to show you very specific game pieces for popular games that we have at the store. If you recognize the piece, tell me the board game, and you get yourself a point. I think this is going to be fun. If you haven't played any of these games before, still fun to learn about some new ones and see some of the cool pieces that we have in them. Justin's probably laughing super hard at that name. Justin is probably rolling over in his grave, and he's alive. If you can hear me, hi Justin. I didn't hear you. All right. Also, everybody say goodbye to Andrew. He would have left about 36 minutes ago. Say bye, Andrew. Our regulars will get that one. All right, here we go. I hope this one goes well. It seems fun to me. If you don't know board games that well, yikes, tough luck. Just enjoy the banter. Here we go. We're going to go with the first one. I've got two different pieces from each game, just to make it a little bit easier. Here is the first one. I'll swing it around to you. Here is piece one. Could you just focus for me? Miss Mari is here to enjoy the banter. In that case, I'll give you a fun little factoid. As I've been attempting to battle the sound echoing in this room, Curtis has brought a significant amount of sound dampening foam. Here is your other piece. We brought a significant amount of sound dampening foam, and I've been trying to make it work. I can't tape it up to the walls because it's too far away from me. So instead, I stacked up piles of like 70 different piles and piles of sound foam, literally just stacked on top of each other. And about 3 minutes into the show tonight, they just toppled over like Humpty Dumpty, who was sitting on a London Bridge called Jenga. Looks like a UFO. Jackie Bones, you are not wrong. It is definitely a UFO. Does anybody know what game maybe deals with UFOs? Maybe what game has a significant number of UFOs? Oh, if I do this right, I can actually show one piece to each of you if I reach around strangely enough. Does anybody know a game that might deal with some alien encounters? D-Dog Rule says Independence Day, the board game. Jackie Bug says looks like a UFO. Rock Rapster says green print tonight. RPG Loser says Cosmic Encounters. Swing it back around so you guys can see my beautiful face. How's it going? Once again, here we go. We have got McMog also saying Cosmic Encounter. Always McMog is eagerly awaiting some vaguely human-shaped painted wooden piece. I will tell you, I did not grab any meeples. Figure a meeple might be a little too broad for everybody. Yes, and over here, what do we got? Enjoying the banty and the banter. Cosmic Encounters. UFOs are real. I guess you guys would be the Bantee. I'm the Banter. Looks like a UFO. Yeah, so I got the correct answer from two of you. It was Cosmic Encounters. Cosmic Encounters is the answer I was looking for. Very cool alien-based game. I think everyone's a different alien fleet. But then again, I've never played the game, so I literally don't know anything about it. Cool. All right, moving on to game number 2. I need to double check the name of this one. Stay hydrated, folks. All right, here we go. Game 2. Here's one piece for you. Oops. Does anybody know? We went from cosmic space encounters to something a little different. We'll give you a hint. We sort of talked about this era. We talked about the setting
for this game earlier in the episode. Does anybody know? And if any of these games sound cool, or if you think the pieces look cool, I highly recommend you check out BoardGameGeek.com. We use them all the time. They have a grading scale, 0 to 10. They'll tell you everything that is in the game, all the pieces that come with it, different gameplay styles. It is a very, very useful resource that I highly recommend.
All right, I think that's long enough. You're either going to get this one or you ain't. Let's see. All right, and what do we got? Looks like a samurai helmet. You're not wrong. Clank in Japan. Suro. Feudal Monopoly, D-Dog Rule says. Looks like Pizza Steve, and now it looks like a samurai helmet, says Jackie Bones. RPG Loser says samurai. Lauren said, no, that's out of stock, right? We do not have Suro, which means I probably am not showing you a piece for it. I will say, for anybody who's in the shop every single day and can attest to our inventory, your hint is all of these games are in stock. We're going to going once. McMog is going to say Rising Sun because you can't think of the name. The answer I was looking for, God, I hope I'm saying this right. Gun Kimono. I don't know if it's Gunkimono, but Gun Kimono. It's one word, Gunkimono. Gun Kimono is the answer I was looking for. And yes, you guys are right. It was a samurai helmet, and it was a, I don't know what to call that type of building, but a building you might find a samurai in. Nicely done to nobody, because you all got it wrong. You should be ashamed of yourself. Call yourselves nerds. All right, gang, here we go. Final figures, final pieces, final capice. You know it's growing on me. Capice is growing on me. I don't know. I kind of like it. All right, here we go. Final two pieces, folks. Lauren, blame Andrew. He's the one that grabbed these games for me. I actually had nothing to do with the selection. All right, folks. Because I only know 5 board games in total. All right. What is the name? This one I actually do know. This one I really enjoyed. I took it home before in pre-pandemic times, and I just love it. This is one of my favorites. One of the last games that we actually had open and demonstrable in the store. Can you tell me the name of this game? Does anybody know? Hello, Chimambi. We are playing Vault of Knowledge. If you recognize what game these pieces are from, type it into the comments and you'll get yourself a point. Voice of Helen B says, Horror! Miss Maria says Swamp Thing. Miss Maria, I'm not asking who it is. I'm asking what game it's from. Creature from the Black Lagoon game, says Jackie Bones. You may have wanted to wait till you saw the second piece, because this does not look like a Creature from the Black Lagoon, does it? Well, that doesn't look like anything. And now it looks like me hosting the game. All right, does anybody have an answer? I know I've seen a couple of them pop up. Maybe even 1 or 2 of them was right, but probably not. All right, let's see. We've got Swamp Thing. We've got Horror. And then Boys of L&B corrected and said Horrified. Creature from the Black Lagoon says Rob. Lauren says Horrified. D-Dog says Universal Monsters. RPG says Horrified. Jackie says Lost in Monsters. Miss Mario says, I know, but I have no idea, so I just said words. That's fair. Universal Monsters says Rock Robster. Horrified says McMog. You're not horrified, I Ravenford. Got it. The answer I was looking for, a good chunk of you actually got right. Nicely done. Horrified is the correct answer. Though those of you that said Universal Monsters, you're not totally wrong. The game, which is the whole reason I liked it and took it home and wanted to play it, The game has you as the town, as a small idyllic town, and every universal monster is invading. However, you specify and change the difficulty of each game by which and how many monsters you're fighting against. It's a very cool mechanic. So I think when you start, the base level is that you're just against like the creature from the Black Lagoon. Or maybe it's Dracula. I think Dracula is the first one you start with. You have the town. You are different adventurers. There's an archaeologist, there's a scientist, there's a teacher's assistant, a bunch of classical like Universal Monster main characters, and you guys have to save the citizens and the villagers in the town from these monsters, and each monster has a different way of defeating them. Like, if it's Dracula, you have to go to the 6 different coffins around the board and break all of them, so he can't sleep in a coffin overnight. If it's Swamp Thing, you have to traverse the bog and swamp until you get to, it's not Swamp Thing, it's Creature from the Black Lagoon, until you get to their lair. It's really, really cool game. Lots of replayability. You can end up with 6 different monsters on the field. The Mummy, the Invisible Man, a lot of really cool ones. Sorry, that's horrifying. We've got it in stock just in time for the upcoming holiday season of Halloween, which is always upcoming. That's it. That's all I got. That is all I've got, gang. Thank you all. Good co-op title. Yeah, it's a great game. I personally love Horrified. All right, gang. Thank you all very much for coming out. That is every question and every figure that I have got for you, which means that we're done for the week. I will say, it's going to be fun. Next week is our theme night. Yeah, our theme night is the only night in the month where we actually have a prize. We actually genuinely give something to the person who wins, and it's always a lot of fun. We always have a different theme. We have done anime, we've done other things, but this week, or this month, we are doing Pride. So we are going to pick different TV shows, movies, video games, anything that has positive LGBTQIA+ representation, and if it's at all queer, we are going to be querying about it. There's something to that. That's good. I like that. Ooh. That's way better than Capiz. And Capiz is actually pretty good. All right. Anyway, sorry. So tune in next week. It will be a lot of fun. Let all of your friends know. We're going to do blasts on social media about it. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Free, as always. However, there is a prize. It will be a discount code for any of our prize books in the store. It's going to be very cool, very fun. Please tune in, tell your friends, get a team together, and just have yourselves a grand old time. If you're looking for any other digital events, we do have some cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Do we have anything else this month? I think this month, the last thing we have is Book Club, which is going to be this coming Sunday. No, following Sunday? It's going to be the last Sunday of the month, the 27th. So I think that's next Sunday. We're going to be discussing Magic Fish by Trungles. It's a great book, very beautiful, amazing story about coming of age, about coming to terms with who you are, about coming to terms with who your family is and who they want you to be versus who you are and who you want to be. It's an incredible story. Check it out. It is 15% off at every Vault location and on our web store, vaultofmidnight.shop. 15% off for the month of June, specifically for Pride, specifically because it's the book of the month. And it's going to be great. We are going to talk about all things Magic Fish, about the creator, the story, the characters, everything. It'll be Carly, who you recognize from the comments, myself, and possibly Curtis, our owner, might be jumping in too. But yeah, it's going to be fun. That's it, though. Next month, the regular stuff starts back over. So thank you guys all for joining. I always have an amazing time hanging out with you and playing with you. Thank you so much for showing up every week, because as always, without you guys, I'm just a crazy person yelling in a room by myself. So thank you so much for showing up. I am nothing without you. I hope you had fun. I know I do and did. And that's everything I got for you. I love you. You're amazing. Get out of here. Go home. Stay home if you are home. We got to end the broadcast.